Hey fam, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another Get Ready With Me video. This is the look that I've done today and I love it! When I first started this tutorial out, I thought I was going to hate it because I wasn't very sure about the products I was using. I'm using a few new items from the drugstore along with just some older items. Some are kind of high end that I just personally had in my collection. I think it's actually super fun for Valentine's Day and I actually really love it. It's a fun, interesting video. If you guys want to see how I got this look, just keep watching. Also, if you want to check out any of the products that I used, I will list them all in the bottom box down below for you guys. By the way, I just want to say really quickly, my nail color, in case you ask me, because I do get asked quite often, my nails are St. Clair by KL Polish. I'm obsessed. Shout out to Twitter fam, because I asked you what color I should do. Literally everyone voted for St. Clair, and it was like the best color choice ever. You guys never steer me wrong, so thank you. I love it so much. Anyway, without further ado, let's get on with the tutorial. So first things first, of course, I want to prime our lids. We're going to use the Bella Pore Shadow Base. Someone recently asked me in the comments if I like any of the other Bella Pore products because they see them a lot of times at like Marshall's and Home Goods, like different like little suppliers like that, but they don't see many people talking about them. And to be honest, I've only ever used the eye primer, I believe. So I can't speak for the whole brand. I kind of mentioned this in a previous video. I feel like no one works at that brand. I feel like it's a ghost town of a brand. Next, jumping to the eyes, I'm trying some of the new NYX Cosmetics stuff today, amongst some other things. This is the I Love You So Mochi. I don't know how to say it. I'm not familiar with this. I know is it Japanese related? I don't remember. But I'm trying some of the new I Love You So Mochi palette. Sorry if I'm butchering that pronunciation. This is what it looks like here. It's got some pretty eyeshadows. Very shimmery. Almost everything is shimmery in this palette, but it looks cute. I think I'm first going to pop into this creamy shade as our highlight color. And to just kind of prep the lid for all the other shadows, lock in our primer. So I'm just going to swirl that all over. When I'm looking at it now, I'm like actually kind of pretty disappointed there's not a matte shadow in here. I mean, there's this one, this matte creamy, but there's not like a matte brown or a matte black or anything matte that you could really use as a transition color if you wanted, you know, a dimensional look. I think I'm now going to jump into this shade here. It's kind of like a rose goldy brown, and I'm just going to start building this up in the crease, which I'm nervous about because it is a more shimmery shadow. I would really prefer a matte shadow, but that is not an option for us today, so we're going to work with what we got. So just building that up and crossing over onto the inner corner. I will say it is a pretty shimmery color. I do like this shade, and it is blending out pretty nicely. I'm actually going to take some setting spray and dampen my shader brush, and I'm going to continue using this kind of rose goldy brown color. I just really love it. It's definitely growing on me the more that I apply it. So this I'm going to take all over the lid, right underneath the crease, and see if that just intensifies it a bit since it is damp. That is really pretty, isn't it? I do really like that shade. With the same damn brush, I also want to go into this gold. And I just want to pop that on the inner corner. And about half, am I going to go halfway? A little less than halfway across. Pop that right in there. Continuing on the other eye, putting in the same. You guys, I just colored my sister's hair this weekend, like bright red. I tweeted a color of it and it's gorgeous. I think I'm going to stop right there with the shadow. I know it's really simple, but like I said, these shades are all metallic, so it doesn't leave you with a lot to do. I'm wondering if I should try this liner or not. I think I'm gonna. This is the NYX Cosmetics Strictly Vinyl Eyeliner in the shade Hazy. Looks a little red-ish, so I'm excited to see if it is. Okay, so this is the liner here. It looks red, doesn't it? And it says vinyl, so is it shiny? Ooh. I don't know that I'd like a shiny one. I'm nervous about this, but I'm gonna try it. If I don't like it, I'll cover it up with black, probably. I like the applicator brush. The liner actually seems kind of sheer. I think I need to do another layer. I don't know if I love it or hate it. I'm gonna probably finish like with mascara and everything else before I decide if I want to cover it up. So to carry on with kind of this reddish look, I'm gonna take the Marc Jacobs eyeliner in the shade Fine Wine. I know this is really expensive. You guys could actually probably just use a lip liner. Oftentimes lip liners and eyeliners are of the same formula. I wouldn't recommend it if you're more sensitive, but if your eyes can take it, you know, be my guest. Ooh, that is bright. And then real quick, blend that in with my finger. Next for mascara, I'm going to try something that's new to me. I think it's been out for a minute, but I've never tried it. This is the Maybelline Total Sensation Mascara. I like the bottle. It's a pretty tube, isn't it? It's like all nice and matte and peachy with this black. I think that looks really pretty. It is going to get dirty as hell though. And now let's try on that mascara. It's so funny. I initially bought this thinking I was buying the lash primer. I think they have a lash primer. It could have even been from NYX. I don't remember what brand I was looking at. I bought all these products at Ulta, and then when I was just coming here to film my video, I was looking at it and I was like, oh, that's actually a mascara, when I thought it was a primer. Okay, so moving on to the face, I'm gonna prime with something a little more high-end. It's not too bad, it's by Origins. This is the Pore Perfecting Cooling Primer. And it feels like a mousse or something. It's like liquidy. Shake well and dispense onto fingertips. Okay. Fan! When is Kylie gonna have her baby? I'm not being included in anything. What? This is weird. Do you see that? Ew. Oh, it's so cold! Oh my god, it's freezing! Oh my god, this is ice cold. Holy crap. I was not ready for it to be this cold. It smells nice. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is freezing cold. Tell me if you've tried this yet. If not, go to Sephora and give it a little spritz. I need you to feel how cold this is, legit. It feels nice, I like a tackier primer. Like if I put on a primer, I don't want it to just disappear like lotion. Like I want to be able to feel something, and I do feel something on the skin. It's a little tacky. So next for foundation, this is not super new, but I've never tried it before. I'm a little nervous because I typically don't like these foundations, but I picked it up anyway. This is the NYX Total Control Foundation, and it's in a little dropper form, so I'm gonna try this. I got the shade Natural. I'm going to take it with my flat Kabuki brush from Sigma, and I'm just going to kind of dip it or distribute it into my brush like I just did. And pop it on like this. You guys, I don't know what's going on, but so far for 2018, I've had a lot of drams going down on my Twitter. I've been in so much drama. I think what it is I'm just kind of not holding my tongue anymore. I used to try to play it like pretty safe, where I didn't really get involved in a lot of the goings on Twitter. I would just kind of watch and sit back. And then I was just like, you know what? I'm a person. I'm entitled to my opinion. I'm going to start saying how I feel about certain things. So like, as I'm sure you guys know, this Tarte, I'm really actually liking this coverage. It's not terrible. As you guys know, this whole Tarte foundation thing really kicked off and has been going crazy with the whole Shape Tape foundation situation of there not being a diverse enough amount of shades. There's no color range. As I'm sure you guys have seen by now, it's like light, fair, medium, and like 2 deep dark shades, which are not even right. If you guys have not seen Jackie Aina's video on the Shape Tape foundation, I really recommend you go watch it. She did a really great video on it with Alyssa Ashley. I love both of them so much. I went to an event and Alyssa Ashley was like right next to me and I was too scared to say hi to her. Like, I get so intimidated, even though she's like the nicest girl in the world. You can just tell she's just such a genuine sweetie, but I was too scared to say hi to her. But anyway, so I was voicing my opinion this weekend on Twitter about it, and I got in a few little Twitter fights, Twitter scuffles, with some people who disagree and think that this shade range is fine, and I just think that's pretty ignorant, and that's what I said. And it got a little more ugly than I wanted it to, because they kind of just started taking personal shots at me, and I shouldn't have let it get to me, but I did. So then I kind of took some personal shots at them, and I feel bad about that now. I actually do. I actually don't want to hurt anyone's feelings or make them feel bad, and I'm worried that's what I did, but they're being mean to me. Side note, I actually love this foundation. I didn't think I was gonna like it at all, and I think this coverage is banging. It also feels like lightweight. I can't feel it at all. That coverage is so much better than what I was expecting it to be. Really, I was not expecting this. Next, for concealer, I'm going to mix these two from ColourPop. This is Fair and Light. I'm going to do a few little dollops of Fair. I also like to make sure I bring it along the edge of my look there. And a few little dollops of the Light. Some nights I'm having a hard time keeping my head above the water. Cold breath. And now I'm going to settle that with my Too Faced Peach Perfect setting powder. You guys, what is your favorite setting powder? I know I've asked this a million bajillion times. I just can't seem to find one that I absolutely love. I used to love the Laura Mercier, but lately it just seems too drying to me. I do like this peach one, but it kind of makes my concealer dry darker, I feel like. I feel like it kind of makes it oxidize even more. I really can't find a setting powder that's just right. This brush is awesome. This is the Bake Kabuki F89 brush from Sigma, and you can just like pocket it like right in your eye, you see? Right along your shadow, and it just gets that baking powder like perfectly in there. For a while I was using a sponge for my setting powder, and I'm like, why did I ever leave this brush? This brush is just ideal. Okay, my concealer is done and set. Let's jump back into the palette, and I want to take some of this more burgundy cranberry shade. With my E20 short shader brush from Sigma, I'm going to blur that on my lower lash line, right underneath that red eyeliner. I think I'm going to add more of that brown that we kind of have all over the lid. I'm going to focus that on the outer part of my lower lash line for a little more depth. Okay, I like the eyeliner. I do. It took all of that for me to see if I actually like it with this look, and I don't mind it, so we're gonna leave it. We need some bronzer. I think I'm gonna use some Hoola. I've not used Hoola in a minute. Hoola, 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 hoola. I'm gonna take it with my F23 soft angled Kabuki from Sigma Beauty, and I'm just going to build that up in my contour. Hoola. It's been so long since I used Hoola last, if I remember correctly. I don't remember using it anyway. Oh, I love this brush. It just makes it so easy to get like the perfectly chiseled cheek. Is that forehead bronzed enough for my liking? I can't tell. I'm also just running a little on the side of my nose. I just kind of pinch my brush hairs and follow my little nose line there. I don't need a real heavy contour, but I like a little bit of shading. For blush, because I think it'll kind of go with this whole look, I'm going to take a California Girl by Benefit Cosmetics. Oh, I kind of forgot to say, I don't believe I will be trying the Tarte foundation at all. Until they add more shades and I can comfortably say that all of my viewers will have a shade for them to use, I just can't get behind it. I can't. So I know a lot of you were asking me to review it, and I was expecting to review it. I'm not on Tarte's PR list or anything like that, but I was expecting to like, you know, purchase it and really test it out. I just cannot. I cannot. It would make me feel bad knowing that there's probably a ton of people watching my review video who can't even use the foundation because it's not in their shade. It's just something I cannot get behind. This is a beautiful blush. I did not use this shade enough. For highlighter, I'm going to take this one by Artist Couture in the shade Illuminati. Looks like this. Have you guys seen the Illuminati Taco Bell commercial? Because it scares the shit out of me. I'm just like, Taco Bell, like, what are you thinking? Don't tease the Illuminati like this. Okay, let's pop that on the cheekies. Oh, whoa. She is glowing, fam. I do not use these Artist Couture powders enough. I have a good amount of them. I need to use them more. I'm also going to take some of that highlighter on a smaller shader brush down the nose and on the Cupid's bow. Let's also take some of that on the inner corner. You can just be glowing everywhere, fam. My gosh, Alok's in New York for the rest of the week and I am so sad. Okay, so I'm going to take my Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water to set my makeup. Okay, so lips were actually a toughie for me. I wasn't sure what I wanted to do, and now I'm like, I guess it should just be red, right? Because of the red liner, I don't know. I'm gonna first line with MAC Cosmetics Maleficent Lip Liner. Do you guys remember this? And then on top of that, I'm gonna take Kat Von D's Project Chimps. Is that really it? Project Chimps Liquid Lipstick. It's quite a name. Actually, I don't even think I need lip liner. I'm not even gonna lip line. I don't think I need it. Oh my gosh, I love this lip color. I do not wear this shade enough, so I need to unclip my hair now. My eye's getting a little irritated, and I think it's from that red eyeliner. Let's zhuzh this baby up. And that is it for this look, you guys. What do you think? I actually really love it. I'm happily surprised with this Love You Mochi palette. I was a little apprehensive, like I said, because of the all shimmer. I don't typically like 100% shimmery eyes. But this I actually think is really, really pretty. I think it's also going to be a nice Valentine's Day makeup. And it wasn't too expensive when you look at all the products that I used. Yes, I did use some high-end items, but you could definitely find all of those shades in the drugstore. Like, you could find a red lip, you could find a highlighter, you could find a blush. So yeah, all in all, I'm happily surprised, you guys. Let me know what you think. Thank you guys for getting ready with me today. Definitely let me know what you would like to see next. I think I finally want to do a full face using products I hate video. Not to be negative or anything like that, but I've never done a video like that on my channel, and I love watching them. I feel really bad because I adore Thomas Halbert's videos where he uses products he doesn't care for, people always attack him and say he's so negative and ungrateful and things like that. I don't take it that way. He just doesn't like something, and that's okay, you know? It's just such a double-edged sword, because sometimes when I'm so positive all the time, I get a lot of comments saying that I'm overly positive, or I'm lying, or I'm not telling the truth, whereas someone like Thomas Halbert, who is very vocal about the things he doesn't like, is oftentimes called negative and ungrateful and things like that. So it's almost like you can't win no matter where you stand, but I think I'd like to try one of those. If you don't like those videos, I just simply won't do it. Anyway, Sam, thank you guys for watching today's video. I love you so much, and I will see you in my next tutorial. Bye!